What's up, guys? OG2K here, and today we are playing some ranked. Earlier today we did play MCS eliminations day 2. And well, we will be breaking those games down. So that'll be a big thing in the next 2 days. I will be breaking down the 2 games I played in, which means that I won a game and then I lost a game. Um, but we will be breaking down exactly what happened right there. We just burst out with Terrell Davis, Miami Dolphins offensive playbook. I'm just gonna break down my scheme quick for you guys. Miami Dolphins offensive playbook, pistol deuce close, Miami package here on the bottom of the menu, and that'll put a fullback at the left tight end spot, and not like any fullback. It's just the starting fullback in your depth chart. And I have all these abilities on: slot-o-matic on my receivers, run protector on my setter, post up on my guards, and then slot-o-matic on the other receiver. And pretty much what the post ups will do, they are good for double team blocks. It's not when you any kind of double team block it'll help with, like no matter if you set a double team or it automatically does one for you. And then the run protectors for if they put inside stuff on their defensive tackle, obviously. So that's just for that. And then the receivers, slot-o-matic is very good for route running. I wanted to test it instead of short and elite, and the reason I liked it more than short in was because I every formation I call has a receiver in the slot, and the way you could tell that is by can you hot route them onto a slot fade, and that means that they're a slot receiver. So whenever they caught on their route, it'll be it'll fry man, it'll be a better cut essentially. And then human joystick on my running back, and then I think we have reach for it on him just because we have one leftover AP, and obviously Bo Nix with no abilities. I you know what? So I have Broncos 50. Um, what's it called? 20 Thanksgiving. Okay, look at that though. That they beat man and zone, guys. Remember that. These corners beat man and zone. I have Broncos 50, 20 Thanksgiving right now, but um, you know, tonight's Sunday, so I'm going to switch it probably because I just finished MCS. I don't want to keep this expensive of a team, so I'm going to sell the most expensive cards. I might build Commanders again just for Krosky because he's kind of cheap, and that might be like a cheaper thing to have like in the meantime between MCS tournaments. I like to have like the best team for MCS, but when there's not like a professional tournament, you don't need the best team. So if I kept the best team, yeah, it would be cool, but I just also wouldn't have I would be losing coins essentially. So but I wanted to keep it for these the videos here. So Porter and Gonzalez up top, and then we do Bates on the side. I got a sub in Atwater at the slot, or I might put Atwater on the outside and then Bates at the slot, just because we prefer like tall and fast DBs on the team. And I'll show my defensive abilities after we come out for this play here. Also though, yeah, hold on, let me do the sub first. Okay, Atwater, outside corner, and then Bates at the slot. Beautiful. We have, okay, he's in single back deuce close. By the way, we just pinch crash up, contain against under center. Versus, if they're gonna run the ball outside, that'll do a great job. If they run the ball inside, then crash down, contain. But start out defending for the outside by crashing up, containing. If they do run it inside and you're getting beat to the inside under center, then that's when you crash down, contain. But versus gun, I crash down all the time, and then if they roll out to a side, I'll contain. But if not, I just won't, because if you're on a normal blitz angle, they won't. If you're on a normal blitz angle, the double or nothings are going to shut a little bit better. By the way, though, I am in Minnesota defense. Yeah. So, and the basis of nickel 2-4 cover 3 cloud every play is, you're going to have your 4 double or nothings shutting for you, and pretty much it that's just generates its own pressure. And then the actually we have a new ability on the DBs, which with this ability stack we were able to fit it in somehow. And here we're gonna crash up contain, by the way. And then here's our abilities. Yep, right here, 4 double or nothings. And then the 2 top safeties are what's it called? Those are right at me. I'd like a pick there. My 2 safeties are deep zone KO, so they'll play a little bit better on their assignment. By the way, though, the reason I have like these extra abilities, Ripper on Arden Key is okay. We get a pick there, but Ripper on Arden Key is because I have also a leftover 1 AP on defense. It's like a weird situation when you have 1 AP because you can't really get a good ability, but you can't, you just can't really get a good ability. So, and then obviously on TJ Watt, he has like free speedster or whatever. So, yeah. All right, though, like Terrell Davis on the 50 Broncos was like the running back for me. I just wasn't able to, and Elims today, I wasn't able to really speed boost as much as I would have liked to. Like, trust me, like we ran the ball, but I just wasn't able to hit my speed boost like I would like normally. Maybe I could have warmed up a little bit more or something, but is what it is sometimes. So what I say though is if they're gonna give the same look, or they don't show like a run shoot, then keep running the dive. Like that is your main thing. And then from the dive we have I form slot close, I form slot, I form close, which really gives Dollar a hard time, and then split close pro. So you really have like essentially like a whole scheme of running and then a whole scheme of passing out of split close. We gotta call timeout because it took too long to explain like the plays and stuff. But if you guys do want to learn exactly like the in-depth stuff, you could watch the videos. But if you want to learn and have it organized, the in-depth everything, exactly how I speed boost all of that, I will be dropping my ebook, sometime this week, and I'm gonna be putting a lot of work into that this week. So, yeah, there's that, and then I'm going to be, starting up streaming a little bit more on Twitch, due to the MCS tournament ending. So I really don't care whoever, like my competitors. I couldn't, do it the past 2 weeks, obviously, because first I needed my Wi-Fi to be upgraded, so I got that done, and then obviously the tournament. So now that those 2 things are done, I could start doing it. And yeah, so be on the lookout for that. I'll also, and then on top of that, as we run dive in between 6-1 because the D line is spread, that's what I like to do there. Just you got to show me you could stop the run before I stop running it, essentially. But me and Hexseed, fellow creator, and we played him in a few videos ago. We are running a server. We've been running it for like a little bit now, and we pretty much post our teams in there, abilities. We could, answer a lot of questions, and all that good stuff. We run tournaments in there. We will be free entry, with a money prize. Eventually, we're gonna run some. So I don't know when, but I just know we will in the future. So be on the lookout for that. As he just completely trucks my face with Scatabo. He's in like a spread formation, not spread, but it's a little bit more, spread out. He's running it to the short side though, which is kind of interesting. But we got to be, mindful of guarding the field a little bit more carefully because the players are so much more spread out. Being that we're calling cover 3 cloud, there's 2 yellows on the field, so you got to work out a way that you can make sure the yellows can guard the entire field. I like to hover over the center when I crash down, and nickel 2-4 right there. He throws it up. Please, Gonzalez. Nice. See how he just, animated a little bit better in that deep zone KO. That's something cool. So yeah, and okay, he's moving his, user back. We're gonna try and just run the ball until he stops it. We see how we have that lane to the left. I could have, man, like I feel like we have a hole to be able to burst out for like essentially a touchdown there, but I really wish I practiced more before this MCS tournament, because I did have like looks where I could have bursted out of there, and I just, you know what, it's on me. I'm gonna be more locked in next time. So yeah. All right, so I think we're just gonna have a good corner route and then routes around that. He's completely just overran the curl. I was trying to throw it, but we got hit as we were throwing it. So being that we need a lot of yards here and there's not a lot of time left, we're gonna try and go for like a deep play here. So what this will do is the fade will pull the deep blues back on the right, and then the wheel will get above the flats, and that'll essentially be like a 30, maybe 40 yard catch if no one's manned up on him. See, he gets not guarded by anyone, and then we got hit stick, but the fade pushes the deep blue back, and then obviously the wheel gets above the flat, and we were able to roll out. Just developed perfectly for me. That's kind of the deep play we needed there. I really do like wheels. Like, that is a concept that people call out of tons of other offensive formations, but that's just, you know, my variation of how I like to run that. So I'm gonna try something new. Like, I played someone earlier, he had a running back wheel and it would pull for a corner route super good. So I'm just gonna see, like, would this pull for me? Okay, 6'5" Thornton, gotta be could have been like a cool sideline catch there, but I was just experimenting with that wheel. So 32 yards to go. We're going for 6. I don't care. We're going for a touchdown. Being that his slot is on the left, we might have only one deep blue on the right side. So gonna set up a play that could potentially, you know, give that a hard time. So let's see. Okay, roll out. And he's sending, he was sending Will Anderson, so I thought I was just going to be able to throw that, but whatever. We're up 14. Just, you know what? Let's go back to that wheel play, because actually now that he's in one high, you know what we're going to do? I feel like we have like a ton of yards. Okay, he just animated crazy on that, and he's got a touchdown. So yikes. I feel like he just did a good job at guarding the double streaks, and then his DB animated very nicely on that pass. It wasn't a bad read, really. It was just not a good position to throw the ball from when I was backing up so far. If I had good pocket, it would have been completely different, but you know what? Okay, he runs a dive or power with his QB. And yeah, so I feel like I think he's gonna receive, so he's gonna get ball and he's gonna potentially be able to go up now that he just got that 2-point conversion, unless we could get crazy out of goal line here like we did against Exceed in that video. So this is what I like to do before half. We come out in goal line, just power out. Sometimes they come out and prevent and I get like a hole to open up, or whatever defense they're in, I could get a hole to open up. So to me it's a better pick than Hail Mary. So yeah, especially, okay, now that he's got these guys pressed, hopefully I could just outrun them to the end zone. He gets a guy to just be there though, so let's see if we could get a stop on him and then just win the game from there, honestly. All right, being that I'm in like a unique situation with my ebook coming out this week and, you know, making videos every day, just let me know in the comments like what you kind of stuff you guys want to see, what stuff you guys want to learn, and I'll make sure to go over it. And I'll advertise it when I drop it, obviously, so you guys will definitely know. But the name of it is figured out. It's gonna be called the Toolbox, and he double pass there. It's deep zone chaos. I tried to go for the pick. It's gonna be called the Toolbox though, and it's pretty cool. We're putting a lot of work into it right now, so yeah, that'll be like a big thing for me. So okay, we got clouds out there. Don't want to give up really anything deep. Okay, he goes running back whip route, which is pretty interesting. Not a lot of people call that. That's like a unique stock route. So okay, Two closest DBs to the sideline on the RPO get blocked. I feel like he's going to do RPO or run or short pass, so be on the lookout. Okay, he goes post. Hit stick, beautiful. You're not going to knock that out if you try and go for the pick or the swat, or just don't do the hit stick. So go for the hit stick even if he's in the air. And when he came down, he got blasted. So that puts him in a 4th down and sets me up for my Tampa 2 look. Since there's only 2 yards to go, we're going to put hard flats on these outside corners and then man up his 2 most important players, pass commit and route commit them both inside. And the reason we man these guys up is because manning these 2 guys up doesn't really make the rest of the defensive setup terrible. So, okay, he goes running back. Texas in route obviously beats me. Next time we could stem down that vert hook on that, trip side obviously. So next time if he's in a short, or if he goes to trips in general, then I'll make sure to have that taken away. He rolls out, nothing's there. He's throwing it up though. I don't know why, but okay. Next play, we're gonna contain his strong hand side because you're gonna want to roll out to your strong hand. So he got Testaverde, QB. Actually, was that Lamar in the last play? Not gonna contain here. But he's got Lamar out of the game. He does that motion. We flip so that the middle third is on the wide side. Okay, watch for any crossers. Throws crosser, and it's caught somehow. That's perplexing to me that he's able to catch that there. I would have liked for one of my deep zone KOs or my user to be able to make a play on that, but it is what it is. He goes double whips in a post. He hits the post over top because we play down on the whips. Good by him. Yeah, a lot of the time in this defense, we're gonna rely on our switch stick to get like a stop at a certain point in the game. So just gonna have to really be aggressive with my switch stick and take away the short. Don't let him get anything easy like that. It's good run defense. That'll set you up for good scenarios to be in. He's in doubles here. Bring the safety down. Watch for streak fade on the right. And anything weird over the middle, watch out for it. So, okay, he goes. I thought that was like a C route or something. He like cut inside weird on that receiver. Yeah, I don't know why this guy's going for 2 here. I would have just went up the point for him. Like if I was this guy, I would have just went up the point is what I'm trying to say. But watch out for QB power here since he's motioning that guy over. Watch out for anything over the middle. Running back Texas, crosser. We're just there. Nice. Tie game. We receive. This is a good spot to be in. All right, so I'm just going to try and open up my pass game a little bit. It's kind of frustrating when I put all my eggs into being able to run the ball and then it just doesn't work out on like 4th or 3rd down when I'm trying to, come up with a combo and stuff. So I like to try and get into a groove early sometimes. If you don't get into a groove passing, it's tough when you, like, for example, if you're playing a basketball game and you only get put in the 4th quarter, it's gonna be tough because you're cold. You haven't really warmed up. Same thing with passing. If you're not in a groove, sometimes it'll be tough. Other times you'll just be on your game, but sometimes it'll be tough to get back into that groove. So, yeah, as you can see, he's just getting good sheds. That's the way I play defense, so gotta respect it from him. He's in a 4-down lineman set, 1 high safety. We're gonna set up the same play here. The double streaks, it's probably cover 3. So okay, his user goes up to the streak. We try and hit the Texas. We're on a 4th and 1, and we're gonna set up a play that'll definitely win against this look. We're just gonna have to hit the right guy. We're gonna just let this run out because our running back is gasping for air. Get him, replenished and run the same combo that I was thinking about here. We're just gonna go, Texas and reverse whip. That'll be very hard for his user to pick between one or the other, and it'll put him in a little bit of a paradox because His zones, assuming he's in one high safety, he's in cover 3 with 2 yellows. That one yellow zone, I'm on the left, I'm pretty sure. Actually, now he's in a new look. And we're just going to run the RPO. We'll take the yards on the wheel. Beautiful. Most of the time, they don't have a hard flat on that outside corner. And we just speed burst out of there. A lot of people in the last video were asking how exactly, or maybe 2 videos ago, how exactly I speed burst. And I tried to explain it in the comments, but I'll just make sure to go over that like heavily in the ebook. I'll have like a controller on the screen, and I'll just make sure that you guys know the controls for that in the ebook. Also, let me know if you guys have any questions on the gameplay abilities here or in the Discord server. I'll get back to you on that. So, or in the server, we also have other people to help answer questions. So that'll be cool for you guys as well. Single high safety. We're going to Texas the running back reverse. Yeah, this is the combo I was thinking about earlier. And it'll just really stress out that right side, like, you know, vert hook. And right there, we just get tons of room with Terrell Davis. 1 yard to go. See if we could go to our F-form slot and just have 2 options on the RPO, or just run this RPO. And he'll have to guard this flat. If he doesn't, we have it. Beautiful. It's very hard to guard, like especially for these ranked guys. They're not, you know, pro players. Obviously, they're not. Some of these guys aren't even competitive. So, yeah. So cool stuff. Let's see if we could get a stop and win the game here. All right, he's in gun deuce close. I accidentally came out in man, but it worked out beautifully. Somehow my defensive lineman came in free. Jared Verse there. Somehow he came in free, so that's cool. Gotta just, you know, make him work down the field. It's gonna be tough for him to manage his game out. He's in under center. I don't agree with this call. If he runs the ball, that's just a very bad call. Yeah. Make a tackle though. Okay. Not as bad as a call as I thought though. So 3rd and 5. Let's just make it hard on him. Let's see, you know, take away any drags, take away any like anything over the middle really. Just gotta take that away, and anything short on the sideline. So see the lookie comes out in here. We're waiting. Yeah, he's in doubles. Trying to remember what he did. He does like running back whip or a seam streak on Cooper Kupp. So watch out for those two. Watch out for those 2 options. Okay, he goes. Yep. Hits Scatterboo out of the backfield. I should have been there. Sometimes tough to really commit aggressively to the, you know, the short guy, but at the end of the day, he's working to move down the field, so I can't really be too mad about that, you know? At least he's not getting a 1-play touchdown. Honestly, that might be better here, though. Okay, he goes, rolls out. Nothing's there. Nice. 2nd and 10. Just make that same thing happen. Take away all the underneath routes. He's back in this formation. Watch out for anything really over the middle, since it's a spread out formation. Okay, running back Texas taken away early, but then it gets above my zone when he just stops. I don't know why my zone stopped super far down like that, but that is what it is. Yeah, so he's in bunch tight end. He's probably trying to run the RPO or run the ball. Try and just make a run shoot, or he's going to run double whips. And I'll make an aggressive switch stick if he does. Okay, he motions that guy over, man him up. I tried to man him up. I don't know what that was. Oh, he just throws it right at me and it gets dropped. I would have had him rather catch it or drop that than the incompletion, because if he catches it, I have time to go down and win the game easily by getting 3 points. And if my guy catches it, obviously he gets stopped and it's game. But now, since that, here, just score. Yeah. That's exactly why I would have rather had him catch it and re-catch that ball. Because now we could chew it out and potentially go for 2 for the game. So, remember, hover over the center versus under center. Crash up, contain. Watch for like a stretch. Okay, inside zone. And that was a good run, so good run by him. Really gotta use the safety here and blitz these guys. because we do not want to give up any kind of run. Honestly, I should have ran commit up the middle, but that'll do the trick. 3rd and 2. If he runs it, he runs it. We're going to come out and cover 2. And we are going to... He's in pistol, who's close. We're going to come out in 6-1. We're going to give him a touchdown if he wants his touchdown. And what that'll do, that'll just have me in a good spot to be able to get the ball back and not lose the game right here. We're just going to make sure the run's taken away. Make sure that he doesn't get, the first down. Okay, he runs a stretch. Beautiful, run's taken away. Now we need to stop the pass. So right there, we were only worried about the run, really. If he scored a touchdown there, it's fine because there was still time on the clock. But now that the time's coming off, we need to stop him. He calls timeout. So this will be game here. If he doesn't get this, it'll be game. We're going to come out and cover 2. Leave the 3 yellow zones. Okay. So he's in this look here. We're going to shade down these, stem these guys down because he hit a drag on that last time. Put hard flats out there. Pass commit. Watch out for anything quick. Yeah, just really anything quick. It goes deep post and running back Texas gets open. This is not good. He could score a touchdown and then go for 2, and that's not the way we want to lose this. He might just run QB power here, QB blast. He does. He tries to dive. He can't get there. We're going to go to 6-1 man line if he does that again. Or mid blitz man line. Normal YF close. Yeah. We're just going to call cover 2 and just make him do something here. I really don't know, man. Just really got to have something happen. He runs like an RPO and knocked out. 3rd and goal. Really tough spot to be in on defense here. Because you got to stop this, and then you got to stop a 2-point conversion if he scores. Okay. Watch out for any run. Really tough. Gotta just watch out for anything. Okay, drag, post. Let's go, man. We picked him off on the back of the end zone. McCollum's going to get out of there for a touchdown. Nice job. That'll be game. Appreciate you guys for coming through the video. Ebook's coming out soon. Going to be breaking down the MCS games tomorrow and the next day. Appreciate you guys for coming through the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Also, check the comments. Check the pinned comments. I'll see you guys in the next one.